So my favorite reindeer is Blitzen.
Mine is the one that I'm gonna eat on Christmas.
Jesus Christ!
And we have our opening. There you go.
Which one is that?
I love
Fuck
Vixen.
that guy.
Wait, Donner?
Yeah.
Donner? Yo,
Yeah.
fuck Donner. Donner bullied Rudolph.
I was gonna
like-
say, isn't that the canon that's like Rudolph's father? Or
I have no idea about that.
Honestly, I have no idea.
I
But
think
Vixen,
in the claymation thing that it's Donner is the father. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's true. You're eating Rudolph's daddy.
well,
Wow.
that's because I'm saving the mama for later.
Yay. Are we,
And-
with this,
and
this
we're already-
are we recording? Please tell me we've gotten all of this.
This is the opening. This is the opening that if we ever get famous, that PETA is going to point to and be like, these guys.
I'm
Like-
not having Rudolph for dinner. Well, reindeer. I'm not having reindeer. I'm having.
Will, what's your
venison.
favorite reindeer?
I don't really think I have a favorite reindeer. Like,
Lame.
you know, I was more like, yes, skip the reindeer. Let's get
Just
to
get
the
the
toys.
presents.
Right.
Let's
yeah.
get to the toys.
I don't care how
Give
they get
me-
here. Just get them here.
Right.
Just-
yes.
You can take a fucking Uber for all I
Right.
care. Just get that
Yes.
shit here.
Just I'm waiting. Here we go. Come on.
That's fair.
So, I'll never forget being in daycare and seeing Santa get out of a cab, and I'm like, yeah, that fits.
Yeah, I mean, that strangely makes more sense. I mean,
I was just like, I'm with it. Yes, no doubt. He's here. Cool.
Got it.
So
Santa getting out of a
let me
cab.
tell you about these. Let me tell you about these GI Joes I want real quick.
imagine
The
that
cab
cab
driver's
fare.
like-
My God.
I can just imagine the cab driver like, Santa didn't fucking tip me well enough.
Yeah,
for that
right.
fucking-
You know?
that cheap bastard.
He tips him. No, he tips him with a lump of coal because he's like, "I know what you did this year. You didn't do shit.
Yeah, right.
You were terrible.
You're terrible.
Yes, you were terrible."
You're right.
Well, right
When I
now
say
is
take Broadway, take Broadway.
yeah, really. It's Christmas Eve, the eve of
Eve,
Christmas
Eve.
Eve.
Mhm.
It's even.
And
Eve
whenever
squared.
Kayla hears, two girls' names back to back, she gets a little excited. But
That is-
Evie,
I'm like, in one night, woo, mama's eating good today.
Yeah, that's too much for Kayla.
Oh
We've
my
all
God.
she can't handle that.
Not in one day. That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Maybe the
really
next
what
day.
what you want is just one genuine person that you could just come home to all the time and
I
just
do.
talk about your day and your feelings. And,
Yes.
and,
you
and be their
know, have a-
Valentine.
Right. Yeah.
And we're back.
So
God.
So,
Yeah.
Kayla, why don't you, before we go any more off the rails with our opening, why don't you say what you wanted us to talk about today?
So I was saying, because I've been really enjoying my new job, and specifically this week has
What
been
is
really
that
great.
like?
It's amazing.
it's not bad
honestly.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. After spending 5 years at a job that I hated, I love my new company, and so I wanted to talk about past jobs, current jobs, the job we all met at. Not every type of job. Just the
Go through the entire resume.
Right.
From start to finish.
just let's discuss careers.
So first job, I worked at as a cashier at A&P, which doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh my God.
That was one of the original food chains. It stood for Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company.
Oh,
But you
wow.
didn't know
I
that.
never knew that.
That's
not know
that's
that.
literally what they tell you in like the intro to like the video that you have to watch. Yeah, because it started as like a tea distribution thing and then became like a supermarket.
Love that. It's so old school. It makes
Yeah.
me feel like so colonial. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I mean-
and I had to, scan a lot of shit and bag a lot of shit, and I'm really good at scanning and bagging. That's why I always do self checkout to this day, because I was like really good at it, and I never messed it up.
Oh, wow.
And I remember that the code for bananas is 4011 because everybody bought bananas, and that was the way you had to do them. It's like they all had labels with codes on them. You had to put it in, and to this day, go to a supermarket and look up what the code is on a banana, and it's 4011.
Wow.
Thank
Is
you.
somebody clicking something?
Yeah, it's fucking Will, and he's ruining our show.
I'm not. Okay. And I'm really shocked that like I was picked up because like I barely hear it myself.
Your microphone's better than you think. What was your
You
first
know?
job, Will? Clicking pens?
My first. Shut up. Okay. My first. I wouldn't even call it like a job. There was like a summer program that we did. And it's like 14, like 13, 14-year-olds, and you got like a nice $300 check at the end of it, which was
Oh,
cool.
wow.
For a 13-year-old, that's like...
Yeah, I know. That was rolling in it.
Yeah.
You know,
Rolling.
my parents would take it and put it in an investment account, and they give me like 20 out of it. So
Wow, that's not as exciting.
yeah.
I would have just bought 3 Nintendo 64s.
Really? Honestly, I probably would have.
One for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like my first like actual like jobby job is when I worked as an intern at WFAS radio station.
Hey.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah. And I was 17, about 16, 17, yeah. And this is when I was still like getting into audio and music and stuff, and I learned how to set up the rigs, and sometimes I would ride around with them and help them set up the remote stuff. And that's basically all I would do. I spent the whole summer going to like Playland or Six Flags or just anywhere.
Sounds like a good summer.
It was a great summer, you know?
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then 9/11 happened and kind of ruined.
Is that
Jesus.
really what did it? Oh my
Listen,
god.
no, that's not what ended it, but it was just literally like I went back to school.
You were like, this
9/11
is such
happened.
a great summer, and then like...
Yeah.
I hope it ends well.
Yeah.
It did not.
Wow.
And yeah, we did like a whole food drive. There's pictures of me like still up there, like helping them.
That's awesome.
You know,
That's so cool. That's so much better.
organize food and stuff. Yeah.
Wow. My first
yeah.
job was the laziest job ever, which has been consistent in my life, I think, a little bit so far. Just with like, lazy jobs that don't require too much of me. It was actually at my local library, and all we did, and it's so funny because none of it applied to my real life. All we did was watch these videos on why you shouldn't do drugs and why you shouldn't drink.
And they were very effective, clearly.
So all I did was I spent like an entire summer just watching videos on like why drugs and alcohol is bad for you. And did not sink in, ladies and gentlemen, did not sink in.
Wow.
And I got paid, like it was good money. And then I also worked with them. They had like a book sale every year, and I worked to help set that up. That was my first job was literally at the local library, and I was a little library.
So you got paid for that?
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
I don't know. The purpose of it was to review these videos if I found them interesting, or like if I would pay attention to them. And like, here's the thing though.
So hold on. Did you actually pay attention to them, or did you just kind of put them on and just
No,
be like,
actually,
look for pretty
full
ladies?
disclosure, high school Kayla was such a little virgin, like in everything, and so sober, like just in everything. And like I was
high school
anti.
Brendan too.
Yeah, I was.
Well, except for the
anti
second part,
everything.
but anyway.
I used to be so adamant against drinking and drugs and everything. Like even in high school, up until I graduated, honestly. Because after I graduated, I was like, fuck it.
Literally.
But I mean, legally, I didn't consume anything that was illegal. But anyway, yeah, no, I was like really for it, and I like took my job super serious, super ethereal, and it was, it was nice. I just sat there watching videos, and it was a pretty part-time gig, but like it was good. That was what I did.
Wow.
Has nothing to do with my current life.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, most don't. I mean.
Yeah, Will's does, which is actually really cool.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
what I do?
Does it? I mean, his first job has something to do with his passion, but
right.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
true.
His current job isn't music related.
No.
Right. That's
just
fair.
Where we all met was working
GameStop.
at GameStop.
GameStop, where you played a game and then we kept telling you to stop.
Okay.
That does sound like a gaming rehab, like a gaming addiction thing. Like I never put that together, but it sounds like the exact opposite. It's like naming a liquor store like Alcohol Stop. Like
Alcohol Stop.
Jim, you're ruining your family. Stop.
Okay, so full disclosure, I have like a period of my life that I loved and I was super happy. And that period of my life was after I graduated, which was like 2012 in high school. And then I was working at GameStop until 2013 in January when I went to school. Because I was lucky enough to have my like enough credits to skip a whole semester. So that was amazing. That was the best freaking, what is that, 9 months of my life? Oh my God, that was amazing. And that was when I was working at GameStop with you guys. And that's when we met, and I have distinct memories with you guys, and it's amazing, and I love it, and it's my favorite, and yes.
There were things about GameStop that were great, and there were things that were not so great. And
Right, it was great.
I enjoyed it back then.
It was great when there weren't customers in the store.
Exactly. Really,
So I loved keeping those walls clean. Do you guys remember how obsessed I was with my walls?
I loved making you like, kid has got this.
Yeah, because no one else.
Organize the hell out these shelves.
They were so clean, and then I would be gone for a day, and people would fuck them up, and I'd be like, "How is this hard? Like, I don't understand." I used to love it.
Remember the multiple times that me and Brendan would almost get fired because I would either say something that a customer would hear and they did not appreciate it, or not, or whatever, or I would just be standing there and customers would look at me and like, I don't like your face, and would start something.
There was one. I remember that. I'm not going to get into that story on this because it's like.
Yeah. That one was weird.
Yeah,
but it's like that conversation never happened. Like how that.
Yeah, I do remember that, and it was just like I remember David like saying like, "Did he say that?" I was like, "He didn't say anything. Like, like, he literally didn't say a word to this person."
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, it was...
right. But I remember. No, because people generally like female GameStop.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, I did very well.
Look, this might take this conversation in a completely different direction, but that's something that across most, and like I work in a healthcare field and a mental health care field now, and that's something that like I have to deal with. Being a male in certain situations is very I don't know what word I'm looking for. It sucks.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, like being in some situation. Disadvantageous, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, like no one's gonna say shit to you as a girl at GameStop because they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I did not expect a girl to be in here."
That's true. I did notice women do well.
It's just like, oh, you should buy this, and all the guys are like, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did have one like military guy.
Let me get your gamer tag.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god,
come by my. Yeah.
I always remember. I'm not gonna say her name, but another girl we used to work with. And the guy.
Yeah.
Because like you think like you want to give me your number too, and she's like, no, that'll be 6441.
Yeah.
It was just like I was laughing so.
I'm like solid.
Yeah.
Me, I'd be like, why? I'd be like, oh, are we going to the bar?
See, that is actually funny because. I mean, obviously, when we first met Kayla, we had no idea about her. We're just like, oh, okay, here's this girl.
No, they didn't.
Now.
The famous thing is I thought she was quiet. That was the famous thing. I remember.
Oh my god, that's so true.
I remember telling Justin that. I was like, she's pretty quiet.
I was like, yeah, there's no way. But like, guys would come in and talk and stuff. I'm just like, oh, all right, cool. But then when girls would come in, I'd be like, gosh, yeah, she's real cute. And Kayla would be like, yeah, right? She is real cute. And look at her butt. And I'd be like, this is the best coworker ever.
Yeah, really.
We're like, we're gonna rate all these these girls coming in today.
Like, that was amazing. Yeah, it was actually a lot of fun for that. I feel like it was a fairly short period of time before everybody found out that I was gay, and was like, it was a lot of fun for me. I was like nervous though. Like I was like my first real like job that was like longer than like a summer.
Right.
And
yeah.
You know, I was like, I also I don't remember if I like was out when I did that library job. But anyway, I didn't have like coworkers. I just watched videos by myself. But yeah, no, it was fun. And then I remember the line that I said to our boss, and Will, you were there, or the manager, whatever. When I officially came out to you guys, and he was like, not trying to name drop, but he was like, yeah, like I bet you had like a lesbian phase in high school, and I was like, yeah, it never ended. And he was like, what? And I was like, yup.
And I was like, I knew it.
I was like, there you go, buddy.
Then he was like, turn in your keys.
Get out of here.
Said this was a waste of a holiday.
Yeah, right. I think he told me, the one who shall rename him, the manager.
Remain
I think so. He was like, sure, she's gay, and I was like, like I didn't know that. I don't fucking care, because I was like, I'll never, like, once she leaves here, I'm never really gonna deal with her for the rest of my life. So why do I care?
Joke's on you.
That didn't pan out.
Brendan, I love that you thought I was quiet. Like, talk about a fucking whirlwind of an experience.
Yeah, I'm a terrible judge of character.
Wow. I have so many memories with you guys. Like, my favorite. So, Brendan, when we made like our Skyrim map,
oh my god, the battle
plan, that was amazing. I love that. That was so fun. I felt that was like when you went to work, and it honestly felt like
it was fun.
Everything was fun. It was a game. Like, I loved when I was working with you guys. And
that it was like the times where I did enjoy, like, coming to work and be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna. Or I would just show up like off the clock, like, because.
Oh yeah, I did that occasionally too. It's like fucking
enjoy just like hanging out. Like, what's going on? Yeah, what's the happy hap?
It was amazing. And then like I would love when Will, like, since we were both GAs, when you and I would be scheduled together, and like, which was so rare. I
there was nights where I had to close without a GA. So like Like, you guys, what, like Black Friday? It was like the only day you guys were really.
Yeah, it was really like Black Friday or like big release days that we were able to do it. I remember when everyone would order pizza, and I would like just rail like 7 fucking slices.
I'm sorry.
I would just consume so much pizza.
Oh my god, yeah, that was when Justin would order Domino's. I think he like had some sort of deal with them too. Like.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say a name.
I wonder if he
I'll
added.
cut that in post-production.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I have so many fond memories. And then we would always go to Applebee's afterwards.
Oh yeah,
and
I had to do it.
Oh my god, that was the best. Or like if one of us was working together, we always like the third always came. If it was like you and Will, then I would show up to Applebee's, or if it was me and you, because it was Brendan, you were almost always our like SGA. So
which, if you're listening to this and you ever get offered a job as an SGA, don't take it.
Yeah, never be an SGA.
Be an assistant manager. That's it.
Yeah.
Which I was
assistant manager or GA.
I was basically, for the last like 3 months I was there, because we didn't have an ASM, so I was doing the things that ASMs normally do anyway. So
my thing is I always remember asking you guys like, oh, what's the difference between an ASM and an SGA? And you guys were like, nothing. And I was like, just the pay. And I was like,
store.
I was like, I would never be I was like, I have no desire ever to be an ASM. Or I'm sorry, an SGA. I was like, never.
What's really funny is because like after you guys had both left, and I occasionally got promoted to an SGA, and the ASM would just kind of look at me and be like, oh, that's my manager right there. Like, you have to ask him. And basically my job was to be, tell the guy no.
Oh my god.
And I just didn't care. I was just like, yes, please fire me. They say you can't return this. Yeah, man, now you can't return it. So you got to help me out. I can help you by opening the door while you leave.
Oh.
Oh my god, you were like Ben from The Office.
Oh yeah.
Parks and
yeah, I was like
Ben and Chris.
Yeah, I was like Chris, and you were like Ben.
I used to love saying, if you have a problem with GameStop's policy, here's corporate's number.
Oh yeah, call away. Yeah.
I'd be like, here, I can give you. I used to be so sweet about it too. I'd be like, oh my god, yeah, I know this is so annoying. You know what? Here's corporate's number. Why don't you give them a call and try and negotiate a better deal with your trade and value?
I'd be
like, I'm not allowed.
People
used to
got
like
go
sweet
so
talk
absurd
it
with
so
that.
much.
People would be like
Yeah,
I bought this game for $60, like, and you're trading it
Right.
for 20. I'm like, yeah, that's
It's 2012. You try to trade in Madden 08, and you're like, what?
yeah. That was the thing.
75
Madden
cents.
08.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Oh my
sports games were the
God.
worst. Like they should have just not. They should have made like a cutoff date for sports games, where if it was like more than
Yeah, really.
like, because no one's going in there being like, "Hi, do you have Madden that's 5 years old?" Like,
Right.
Yeah,
for
the
real.
amount of those sports games that we accumulated
Oh,
was
it was
so. Oh
ridiculous.
my God, it was so annoying.
it was.
I mean,
ridiculous.
like, literally, like, that's why I'll buy sports games, but it's like once every 4 years.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
me too. Like,
You know.
yeah, because
That's
EA
wild.
Sports, it's in the game that you bought last year.
It's in the game.
The old saying.
Yeah, really.
And it's
Oh
funny
my
because
God.
we're friends with, most of the crew from GameStop to this day.
Yeah, GameStop is a big friend group for us. Like, that's really where. Isn't that wild that one company is like where all of our friend base is? Like,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
I'm
but Brad
so-
just kind of.
I get so that's like, as much as I feel like GameStop's kind of like doing some odd things with their stores these days, or at least management in terms of like
Well, I
how they
honestly,
operate with the employees.
honestly respect to them that they're still around. I gave them like 5 years
Yeah,
ago. I gave them
mean-
like a year at most. Like,
Yeah,
because
but I
everything's
think
digital.
that the methods that they have for like their employees isn't the best.
No,
But
Like,
it's no-
I
Like what?
appreciate them for the memory. Well, like how they like the fact that apparently you can get fired if you don't make a certain amount of sales as a GA. I'm like,
I didn't know
bro,
that was about
what?
of sales. I knew. So
Or
we had to get
no,
us-
not
It's
sales. But
changed.
like,
It
Yeah.
has changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not
oh,
selling the incentive stuff that we're not going to get into, but it is what it is.
Well,
We met there,
I'll
we
get
moved
into
on.
it.
We met there. I
I mean,
still
you're
love
supposed
them.
to sell reservations. You're supposed to sell pro cards. Like, and if you don't, like, it looks bad after a couple months. Like, reservations were always like the weirdest thing because, like, you get bonus
It
stuff.
was
for
random.
That. Well, that
It was
too.
so random.
That too. But it was funny because I was thinking about this literally the other day. I was thinking because I think I saw something for Dead Island. And I'll always remember Dead Island. We had 3 pre-orders, so we got 10 of them, and we
Right,
must have
and
had
the-
over 100 people coming and try to get it.
Ask,
that day.
asking
Wow.
for the game. I remember that.
I'll
Yeah.
always remember that. It's like, why does everybody want this game? And I said that to somebody, and apparently it got like good reviews, and people weren't expecting it to. And I just remember saying it to people, like, you should have pre-ordered it. Like, let this be a lesson to you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there'd be other games that we would get barely any pre-orders, and we get like boxes full of them. So I don't know.
yeah, it's weird.
I don't know why GameStop loves pre-orders so much. Like, why?
Because they basically, it's like more of
It's
a
profit. Isn't it more profit, or it's like
It has,
guaranteed
it has
No, it's
nothing to
not.
do with profit. It's just kind of an incentivized, like, so they basically can see the numbers of what's going to do well. It helps them kind of predict buying patterns. and
Oh,
stuff.
I see. Okay, so it's like a statistics thing.
Yeah.
Still stupid.
I
Power to
don't
the
know.
players.
Yeah, power to the players.
Power to the players.
I don't want to be a player no more.
Oh my god, we would have been great as
Yeah.
like the host of that stupid show that keeps running.
I don't know that show.
The show that keeps like running in the store. You know, where they have like the host that interviews.
Oh
people.
my god,
Yeah.
I wish
We
we
would've
did
been
that.
great.
We would have been amazing as game show host. Like, well, not game show, but like
Yeah.
game.
GameStop
talk
TV
host?
host.
Oh my god, yes, we would have killed it. We would not. We would never have described Far Cry 3 as Skyrim.
I was
fucking
literally
guns.
waiting for you to
It
finish
never
because I was
would've
about to say.
happened. Never in my life.
Oh man,
I would never.
That's a story. So, for those of you who have ever played the Far Cry series, Far Cry 3 came out, and it came out maybe like a year after Skyrim, which was all the rage. Because
Oh my God,
Skyrim came out
Skyrim-
11/11/11.
Yeah,
So
it was the shit.
I
That
think
was
it came
the
out
shit.
the next year. So everybody was comparing it to them, and people, and literally like a tagline for Far Cry 3 was, "It's like Skyrim with guns," which it was not.
Oh god.
All
Yeah, it was
because
not-
everyone wanted to pretend that they were Skyrim, and that's what it was. Is
Right.
everyone was trying to like, and I was like, nothing about it is Skyrim.
It's not
what?
at all. Like, what do you do?
Never, nowhere.
It's not. It's like Skyrim.
It's so, it's such a linear story too. Like, there's no like.
Well, it's a
there's,
little
like-
it's a little sandboxy. Like, you can do outposts and you do other stuff. Like, you're
if
not,
anything,
like,
that's
put in
more
missions.
like Assassin's Creedy.
Well, it is Ubisoft, so it's pretty similar.
Yeah, they do tend to do that.
Uber.
I don't know.
Uber.
I haven't played Assassin's Creed since I haven't even finished. What's the one that
What?
I'm on now? Unity.
Valhalla. Oh, Unity is Valhalla is,
I
is
know.
decent, but I haven't gotten around to finishing it.
I haven't finished Unity. I've been told I should play Odyssey because I can be a woman and I can sleep with like random women, and I'm
That
like,
is true. They did change it up. Odyssey.
Whoa. You mean to tell me I can't go fuck bitches' wives? Like, excuse me?
So you absolutely can.
No,
Like,
no,
Okay,
he was saying like
alright.
they changed it up as to like what you could do in the games.
Oh, okay, all right.
Right.
Woo!
well, I was saying like the earlier Assassin's Creed was more like stealth and sneaky,
Right.
and this one is just more
It
like
was.
It's more
Odyssey was more
combat.
like,
Yeah.
here I am,
Yeah.
face me, I am a god. They like,
And they have like loot systems and gear. Like it's
Oh
Right.
wow.
yeah, they really
gear
changed up the
system.
formula.
It's like a level up system as well. Like
It's
really enjoyable. It is really enjoyable. I did like that
Okay.
it needed a breath of fresh air.
It
Right,
did,
right.
yeah. It got very repetitive, but what I will say is I did love what's your set? Assassin's Creed
Black Flag was the best one. Yeah, no, but
Oh
the
my
pirate
god,
one, that was
Black
the best one.
Flag was the best. I used to oh my god, I was obsessed.
Oh, that was the best. The best was when you could like, because that was the one where you can like connect to your phone and you can like run missions
Yes!
with your fleet.
I would literally
like,
sit there
My
and
girlfriend
do
would be
that.
trying to kiss me. I'd be like, babe, I got a shipment that's coming in. I
gotta handle this. Oh my god, I didn't care much for Brotherhood. I loved Ezio. I love that they carried his
Ezio was
story for
great.
so long. But I want to say
that's what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna text you about this the other day, Will. Speaking of Ezio, you remember that commercial where he's like, "When the Templars murdered my
family."
Oh my god.
There was this commercial that would play on was that PS3 at the time?
Yeah, PS3.
Yeah, on the PS3, and it would just run on a loop because we didn't want kids playing games. Like, the one downside of GameStop is that parents would come in, drop their kids off.
Oh my
like,
god,
"Where's my
yeah.
children? Bye."
You were like a
You know?
babysitting service.
So they had this commercial that would loop, just promoting the PlayStation, and we each all had like a character that we would claim. And Brendan's was Omaha.
I was the D-Day guy.
Oh my god.
Well, the thing is if I remember it correctly, it was supposed to be like the guy who played all these games was named Michael.
Yes,
so,
the guy.
They were in like a bar.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
All the video game characters were like, "So Michael, when he stormed that beach, he saved me.
Yeah,
Mr. Michael.
He saved me. Here's
then
Michael.
Ezio comes out, and it's like the best like aggressive entrance you've ever seen.
Yes.
He's like, "When the Templars murdered my family, it was Michael who saved me."
Oh my god.
God, it was so good.
Yeah.
I did that, and it played "Cooler Than Me" by Mike Posner.
Oh my god. I love that song.
Do you remember that?
Mhm.
It would like play that on a loop.
Yeah, no, I don't love it anymore, but that's probably why.
Yeah, maybe it reminds you of work.
You know.
What was the worst?
Wow.
The worst commercial? No, the worst commercial that ever played, because it played literally every 45 seconds. Was, you remember Lollipop Chainsaw?
I do.
Do you remember the commercial for it?
I don't remember the commercial for it, but I do remember the game.
God, it played it, and it has like a really like strong riff, so it came in as like da-na-na-na-na. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm a zombie killer. I have to kill," like, and it was like every other commercial would be it, and it got to the point where like there was like that little white button that you could use to reset the TV. I kept hitting it because I was like, "This is gonna drive me insane. Like, I can't deal with it."
No, I do remember us constantly breaking the audio system.
Oh yeah, because we knew how to plug it into the aux and do our own. That was when you and I would do like marketing, and then I'd play like the Skyrim theme song, and you'd jump on the counter.
Oh wait a minute! I was there when we played Skyrim theme song. Well, I think I only did that like once or twice. I feel like you guys had more fun with that. But
eventually, Brendan just enjoyed just having me just showing off people. Hey, Will can one hop that. And people were like, "No way!" Listen, back in my day, I had hops.
Oh my god!
I used to be able to jump very high. Can't do it no more. If I did that, I'd probably break everything. Or just
hoppity.
I might be able to get up there or just trip and fall, but getting down would be very interesting.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
So, but yes, good GameStop.
That was
GameStop
memories. Well,
I loved it.
Wilbur, you said you got to leave.
Yes, I have to go pick up. Speaking of Brotherhood, I have to go pick up my
Brotherhood,
who is in town for the holidays.
Yay.
I shall do that.
I actually call the holidays the holidays. For obvious reasons.
Of course you would.
Happy holidays, bitches.
thankful for you guys for this year.
I'm
Thankful
thankful
for
for
you
you.
guys.
And I will say I'm
Mom.
thankful for GameStop for introducing me to all you
Yeah,
beautiful...
it had a lot of downsides, but
And
you
I'm
guys were worth
grateful
it.
for the letter F because this festival season shall be upon us. And come February, I will put my fist in Kayla's face.
Wow.
I don't like... Wow, that was...
He's got
Brilliant
10 points.
I love the alliteration. I'm a fan. Listen, I support it.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Well, from everyone here at Fam Bam, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Have a good holiday.
Happy Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Next week, I'll talk about Kwanzaa and the history of... No, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, pull out
I'm here for it.
Pull out that book from Futurama. Where he's like, what the hell is Kwanzaa? You remember that? Where he sees Kwanzaa bot? And he goes, yeah, I'm supposed to hand these out. Like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Good night.